All right, thanks for tuning in. We've got another exciting one here from Esther International. It's an Amazon seller sent this out to me for review. This is the JIMTAB M71 quadcopter. So if you guys want to pick it up or take a look at it, I'll have a link in the description down below as always where you can pick this up. So really cool looking design on this. Unfortunately, it looks like the mailman. I'm not sure which one, but anyways, didn't like my package too much and kind of got crushed a little bit. The other box was in really bad shape, but this one, it got a little bit of a dent on it, but not too bad. Everything looks like it should be intact, and definitely going to take this up. So really cool design. I like just the casing on this thing too is pretty cool. Kind of has that spaceship type look to it and design on the box. So really interesting design on that. I'm pretty sure I've seen these online before under some other different brands. It looks like it's a rebrand here with the JIMTAB, but still really cool. Looks like it comes with like an Xbox style transmitter, and it's got some nice packaging as a whole. So I think this would be pretty cool to get as a gift or even for yourself. It just looks cool packaging. I like the design on that. But anyways, enough about the packaging. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what you get. Alright, so this is everything that you get inside of the box. So you've got your quadcopter, and yes, it is a quad because there is 4 props. You can see there's 2 there on the front, 1 inverted and 1 in the normal fashion, and then 2 on the rear. So it should be pretty interesting, and I think the LEDs on this should look really cool too. So really cool looking design, like a spaceship style. So pretty awesome. I always like seeing unique looking quadcopters. It does come with the LiPo as well, so just one. You're probably going to want to pick up some extras if you pick this up. This is a 3.7 volt, so 1 cell, 350 milliamp LiPo, and that is with the micro low-C connector. So if you have a hobby grade style charger, you can definitely charge that up with that, so that's nice. You get a bag of goodies, so you've got a full set of, a full set of spare props, and then you're also going to get a USB charging cable with that micro low-C connector on that, and then they do give you a little screwdriver as well, and then a prop removal tool, which is pretty cool. That just helps grip the props when you're going to pull them off if need be. So that's pretty nice. They give you a nice little bag of goodies. And then taking a look at our transmitter, I've seen this transmitter before on Cyma quadcopters. So very Xbox style transmitter. Should be really easy to use and feel if you've ever been a gamer. You've got your trim tabs here. Some of these I know for some quads are for video. Obviously this one does not have video, and then we've got a couple of switches. Looks like this one's empty, and this one looks like it might have a function, and then our 2 switches up top and our joysticks, which feel pretty good in the hands. Very natural feeling if you've ever played Xbox before. And then really cool feature, there's actually a USB charging port on the front. So if you're outside or out in the field or just away from your charging port, you can actually charge your LiPo from your batteries. Now I'm not sure how much energy that's going to take and how much that'll drain down your batteries, but this does take 4 AA, so plenty of power for the transmitter, and I'm sure you can definitely charge up your through the USB, charge up your LiPo right through the transmitter with that USB charging cable. So that's pretty cool that you get that. Really interesting looking quadcopter. Let's see if we can just pop the battery in it here real quick and take a look and see what these lights look like on here, because I think it'll be pretty interesting. So we plugged it in here, and awesome, there is an on-off switch on the top of the quadcopter, so that's always really cool. Oh, check that out. Bright green LED in the front, which glows all of this white area. Whoop, I disconnected it. And then you've got the LEDs in the rear too, so you've got the red in the rear, green in the front, which is awesome. That always helps with orientation. It looks like they call this one the Scout, so pretty cool. I really want to see this thing up in the air. Should be really interesting how it flies, and also maybe some night footage too. Maybe I'll do some dark flying too, so it looks pretty cool. I think these LEDs would be sharp. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right into the flight of the M71 quadcopter. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the M71 quadcopter, the Scout, the JIMTAB, whatever you want to call it. Got a bunch of different names. Let's take this cool little quadcopter up for a flight. Really awesome LEDs on this thing. Let's go ahead and set her down, and we'll power on the quad. You can see the lights, and then we just turn on the transmitter and it automatically binds. So there's no throttle up or down, or maybe there is, I'm not really sure. Maybe it did throttle up and down, but anyways, that's what you normally do. But you've got the Xbox style transmitter on this one. Really cool LEDs. You've got the glowing red LEDs in the back. I think that's pretty cool. I like that design. Just a really cool little spaceship style. So the Xbox style transmitter, just to go over this real quick, obviously we've got our throttle and our yaw, and then we've got our pitch and our roll. We've got some trim tabs here. The up and down I think are going to be for other, like maybe a camera version of it. And then the center of this pad here is actually to do like a little display. I think it like spins, so it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take it up and see how this thing flies. So it's not like your normal quadcopter, because you've got the front of the craft is only in the center, so you've got the reverse motor and then the two in the rear. So it's a little I would say it's I wouldn't say it's a hard to fly, but it's a little loose in your turns. It's kind of like you really gotta get into the turns a little bit to get it going. The yaw on it, I'll show you the yaw, and it pretty much seems about the same on both rates. There's your yaw. Pretty cool looking. When you let it spin, it kind of gains speed. And then our low rate yaw, pretty much the same yaw rate. What changes is our pitch and our roll. So that's our pitch on low rate, our roll. Let's put it in high rate, our roll. So it gets much more aggressive. Whoop, and a little crash. And I have had a couple of crashes with this thing, but seems to be holding up pretty well. The only thing that I ever have happen is that these props on the rear might pop off, but they do give you a full set of spares, so that's always nice too. No headless mode or one key return that I could find in this quad, but really cool. I just like the design of this thing, and I love the LEDs. I gotta show you the LEDs in the dark here. Check this out. Isn't that sweet? Glows on the wall. This is definitely, I would say, an indoor flyer. I wouldn't try to take this outside in any kind of a breeze, because it's a little bit more docile. It's a little more, slow of a flyer. And I think one of the main reasons is because you've got that single, surface area of the air in the front rather than two. So if you get some wind, I think you would probably get pushed around a little bit. But on a calm day, you might be okay. And definitely a really sweet looking night flyer. It just looks like a little spaceship. Look at that. Check that out. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Love the LEDs on this thing, and it glows. Look at that. Look at that huge glow in front of the quadcopter on the wall. I think that's really cool. All right, let's see how the flips work on this. And we'll give some light back again here. And we hold our top left and then give direction to our flip. So that's our side flip. Other way. Let's see if it does a front flip. Nope. So it looks like, whoa, it does do a back flip. It will not do a front flip. Understandable, as there's no props on the front in a normal configuration. Whoa, hit the ceiling on that one. Let's fix her up here. But it will do a back flip, a left and a right roll. So that's pretty nice. Understandable why it wouldn't do a front flip. It wouldn't be able to keep that momentum. I'd imagine it would crash, so that's good. And let's do this little demo mode here. So check this out. It's really interesting. It just spins around. Whoa, let's get away from the wall. Try this again here. Put it in demo mode. You see? It just kind of spins around. I mean, anybody could fly this. You put it in demo mode, just manage throttle, make sure you've got enough space. And just kind of cool, something different. Can you show your friends and family? Look at it, check that out. How cool is that? Lights flash on it. Whoa, whoa. All right, let's fix this guy here. It's definitely, like I said, it's a little getting used to turning this quad because it doesn't have the two props on the front, but it's a good flyer. Let's see if we can go through the hoop. Yes, we made it. It's a little loose on turning, but looks cool. I like it. I think any beginner or anybody looking to add a quad to their fleet should be able to have some fun with this. Looks like that's our LVC. Although I think last time I had a longer flight than that, but you never want to run these all the way down to the end. But sometimes these quads LVC comes on a lot sooner than they really should. And you normally feel the lag in the battery, and I don't feel the lag of power yet in this craft at all. So I'm surprised to see low voltage lights coming on right now. You could always be safe than sorry and stop flying and get it around the charger, but it's still got a lot of power. Oh, now I can feel the lag. Alright, so that's going to be our low voltage. So that's our flight. Nice and durable, you can see, bouncing around, of the M71 quadcopter, the JIMTAB. I think it's a rebrand, but anyways, really cool looking little craft. So if you guys want to pick this one up, I'll have a link in the description down below where you can. As always, I appreciate everyone watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy flying life.